Hello everyone. Please confirm, are you able to hear me and see me?
Hello everyone.
Okay, welcome here, Anushka, Himank. Good evening. So, yes, we have got a lot of students. We have Jia, Uthira, Anushka, and there are many more. I guess there are more will be joining now. Can you tell me about iQUANTA premium batches? See, batches detail you will be getting through our marketing team. So yes, you can check this CAT preparation iQUANTA. So they will guide you regarding all the batches, batch timings, and all the details regarding that. So today we are here to have a practice session, right? So it is not based on the previous batches we have already started, although I can see many of you are there who have already joined our batches. So we'll be discussing today various methods, various calculation methods, which is one of the parts today, that is speed maths, how we can solve questions faster. We are going to discuss a few methods of calculations, fast calculation methods. Okay? They are unlimited of that. There is no limit to that. So on the process of your course, you will get to know a lot more things. But just to give you a start, so we'll discuss few important things today. And beside that, we will be having a jumbled up practice session where we are going to have some moderate to average to high difficulty level questions of quant of all the topics, right? All the topics, be it algebra or geometry or numbers or modern maths, everything would be there. Okay? Are you ready? Yes, good evening all of you. I welcome you once again. Fine. So I guess we should start now. Are you ready? Say this chat is the only media through which I can talk to you. Yes, fine, excellent. So before starting with the calculation methods, as I mentioned, so I have written a small word here that is icebreaker. So I'm going to ask you a very simple question and which you are supposed to answer very fast. Okay, so here goes the question. There is a slight lag in live videos in front of me on the screen, around 10-15 seconds, I guess. So anyway, so here is the first question for all of you. The first question for all of you, and it's very simple. It's an icebreaker question. It's very simple. I want some quick answers for that. Fine? I want some quick answers for that. So my first question is, you are to tell the value of 1 minus 2 plus 3. Write your answer in comments fast. Fast, please. That's an easy question. I don't want the wrong answers. See, I can see different answers here. 2 minus 4. 4. 4. 1 also. Arey, bye inside you. What are you doing? There can't be so many different answers, right? There can't be so many different answers. Certainly, many of you are giving wrong answers. So I'm giving you another chance. Please review your answer and give a correct answer. Yes, all of you also can see in the comment box that how many different answers are there for an easy question. And see, we are aiming for CAT, right? So CAT doesn't ask you actually very tough questions. No, CAT just looks for your presence of mind. At the time of test, whether you are mentally present there or not, you are able to recall, able to be content or not. Are you able to apply whatever you have learned or not? So I can see still different answers. 0, 4, 2, -4. Rampukar, why 4? Yes, 2 is 100% correct. See, most of the times, you know what people do? Let me tell. How do they get different answers? So sometimes people do that 3 minus 2 is 1, right? I'm telling you the wrong ways now, right? 3 minus 2 is 1, and then 1 minus 1, 0. But you forget that you have already used that -2. So 3 minus 2 is 1. Now it is +1. So 1 plus 1 makes it 2. It's not 1 minus 1, 0, right? As some of you are writing. And same way, see, still some of you are writing -4. Okay, Himank is saying -4. Why -4, Himank? How are you getting -4? Now let me tell you. You know what do some people do? Some people think 2 plus 3, 5. Now they forgot this negative sign with 2. It is not 2 plus 3, 5. This is -2. So some of the people do like this. 2 plus 3, 5. Then 1 minus 5 is -4. It's wrong. This is not 2. This is -2. Don't forget that. Right? So this negative is not a separate entity. It is negative of 2. This is -2. Right? So this is -2 plus 3. If I club these two terms together, that makes it 3 minus 2. That is 1, which is +1. So it is basically 1 plus 1. That is 2. Right? We could have done it like this also. If I club these two, 1 minus 2, how much it is? It's -1 and +3. Then -1 plus 3. The same thing again 2. Or you could have done like this also, that first club these two positive terms. So 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3 is how much? It is 4, right? So 4 minus 2, that is 2. So the answer is of course 2. And in whatever order you can do it, but see, so many different wrong answers. ठीक है ना? So please be very careful. So that was certainly an icebreaker question to make you start working, right? Make your brain start work. Okay, before I move further, let me ask you one more question. Ready? Yes, it is board mass, of course. It's only positive, negative. I have not used any other term here. I have not used any other symbols. Multiplication, division, and other things, brackets, and also are there in board mass. So right now I was using only plus, minus, but still so many different answers. Ready for the another one? With the promise that you won't commit any mistake this time. Ready? Yes, Rampukar, it was 2 only. Okay, one more question. I'm putting it here only. Let me extend this same thing. So it is 1 minus 2 plus 3 minus 4 plus 5 minus 6 plus 7 minus 8 plus 9. I think I would stop here. Tell me this value fast. Don't do any mistake now. Okay, Rituraj Ranjan is the first one to answer. Excellent. Others also, please, fast. Chavi Singh with a different answer. Please recheck. Okay, Arjun, Jia, Riyanka, Ankit, Myomi, Abhilipsha, Ayushman. Okay, Chavi Singh has also changed the answer. Myomi, now you are having different answer than others. Most of the students are saying 5, you are writing 4. Please recheck. Okay, Ankit is sure 5 is the answer, 100%. Fine. Okay, Neha is writing 25 minus 20, that's 5. Okay, let's see. See, now there are various ways, as I did in the previous question, there are various ways. What do you feel? What would be the easiest way to answer this question? See, I could have added the positive terms together and negative terms together, then subtracted. That is one of the ways. Or if you see the pattern here, so it's very easy thing. It's not difficult. Except the first number, leave the first number. If I make groups of 2 numbers at a time, so this is -2 plus 3. How much it will be? +1, right? Same way, -4 plus 5, again +1. -6 plus 7, again +1. -8 plus 9, that is again +1. So 1 and 1, 2 and 1, 3 and 1, 4 and 1, 5. So 5 is the right answer. ठीक है ना? Yes, exactly. We can add two consecutive numbers together. We can add all positives together, all negatives together. That is also a way. But if I'm seeing the pattern, so same pattern is being repeated. Numbers are in increasing order, right? And with alternate plus minus. So if I make group of two digits at a time, it's very easy thing. ठीक है ना? So it's 9 minus 8. This is plus 1. Same with 7 minus 6 is also plus 1. 5 minus 4 is also plus 1. 3 minus 2 is also plus 1. And this 1 is also there. So 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 4 plus 1, 5. So 5 is the right answer. ठीक है? Okay. Okay, so Miomi missed the first number. So again, same thing. That try to avoid the mistakes, and that is the only purpose of practice. So when it is asked how to prepare for CAT, so specifically quant part, so there is no hidden secret here. Why? Because all the topics are very basic topics, right? So most of the topics belong to your 10th class mathematics, up to 10th class mathematics, and rarely one or two topics may touch up to 11th or 12th classes. Otherwise, mostly around 80 to 90% of the topics in quant part are up to the 10th level of mathematics, which everyone in India has studied, right? Everyone has studied them, right? Rarely one of few topics maybe which touch slightly 11th, 12th topic. So there is nothing difficult. The only difficulty is you yourself, because when we are not having any control on the mistakes, so that makes the whole thing topsy-turvy. So we need to control our mistakes. We need to develop that confidence. We need to develop that accuracy. And if you are working with accuracy, then there is no problem. Fine. Okay. So let's start with some of the calculation methods. And before I begin with some calculation methods, let me see any comments here. Okay, AKM, Jai Jagannath. So in calculation methods, the most important thing is your mental calculation. We need to do the things mentally as much as possible and try to reduce the calculative steps. As in this case, some of you, I think Neha, added all the positive numbers and all the negative numbers and then subtracted. That's fine. But if I'm clubbing two numbers together, I'm reducing that calculation to a great extent. So that is what is required, right? That is what is required. We should try to reduce the calculations. And for that purpose, we are going to discuss few important calculation methods. Okay? Okay. Yes, road to billions. That was the idea. That try to learn from your mistakes and try to minimize your mistakes. So our negative attempt should be minimized. So that's it. Gradually, your learning would keep on increasing and increasing, but simultaneously, you need to decrease your negative attempt or wrong attempts, right? So whether there is no negative marking, still we need to save that time which is wasted in the wrong answers. So that is the purpose of preparation. Okay, I am moving to the first method. So this method is about square of numbers ending in 5. The square of numbers ending in 5. It's a very easy thing. So I'm sure most of you already know few of the answers. Please tell me this. How much is 5 square? How much is 5 square? Write the answer in the comments. Rampukas, what about the Bodmas rule? Bodmas is a simple order of operations inside. Yes, 5 square is 25. That's true, right? I hope everyone knows this. And I expect that no one will use calculator, okay? None of you are supposed to use calculator. You have to just use your mind. Okay, 15 square, do you know? How much is 15 square? Fast, please. 15 square. Yes, it is 225. Good. So it is expected that we must know the tables up to 20 minimum. Sometimes people remember tables up to 30 as well, but at least till 20, we must be very familiar with the tables also. Okay, 15 square is 225. Okay, and yes, excellent, Pratik. Good, good. So what about next number, 25 square? How much is 25 square? Yes, it's a method of Vedic mathematics. Excellent, excellent. It's 625. 625. ठीक है ना? 25 square is a common number. We use it at many places. So it is 625. Now what is 35 square? So far I'm seeing so many different, so many answers, correct answers. But do you all know what is the value of 35 square also? You are not supposed to use calculator. I'm repeating. Arey wah, 1225. Excellent. Good, good. Less number of correct answers, but yes, there are some answers. Good. Good. Yes, 1225 is the correct answer. Okay, before I move further, I know that some of you do not know how did we get this, right? So 5 square 25, we already know this. There is nothing secret in this. 15 square is 225. That also we can do easily. We have done it easily. And 25 square also is 25. We are familiar with that number. But 35 square 1225. How to get this? Is there some trick? Yes, we are going to talk about that only. So what is that trick? That is simple thing. If I observe here, many of you have by the way written in the comments as well. Yes, once digit के बाद जितने number हैं उसका अगला number से multiply. Exactly. See, you can see in all these questions, this is the common part. These are square of numbers ending in 5, right? सबके last में 5 है. This is 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Now what is 5 square? It is 25. So 25 is also there in the end of, in the last two places, last two digits of each of the answers here, right? There is a common part. Now what about the earlier part? Yes, that's perfectly true, Sneha. So if I see how to get this earlier part of the answer, so certainly it must be depending on the tens number here, the number at the tens place here. So it was 1. So 1 में क्या multiply करें कि 2 बन जाए? 2, right? 1 times 2 is 2. So same way, what should I multiply in 2 to make it 6? The next number, that is 3, isn't it? Same way, 3 में क्या multiply करूं कि 12 बन जाए? What should I multiply in this 3 so that it becomes 12? The next number, 4. I hope you are able to get the pattern. So basically, as many of you have already written in the comments, I need to multiply the next number in this tens place number to get my hundreds part in the answer, and last two digits are always going to be 25. So that means, can you tell me what will be the answer here? So 5 square, last में 5 ही है, so last two digits are going to be 25. Fine, last two digits are certainly 25. Now 4 को किससे multiply करना होगा? The next number, and the next number of 4 is 5. So 4 times 5 makes it 20. That is 2025, the next year. Right? So this is the property of our next year, which we are going to see very soon. So 2025 is a perfect square number, right? Perfect square number. And have we seen any other square number in our life? Have we seen any other square number year in our life? Before that, the square number was 44 square, right? And after this, it will be 46 square, right? So perhaps we won't be able to see any other square year, right? So 2025 is a square number year, which we are going to see in this life if we survive. Anyway, what about 75 square? Yes, it is 7 into 8, that is 56. So 5, 6, 2, 5. Is it clear to everyone? Yes, Happy New Year to all of you too. Is it clear to everyone? That was a very small trick and very easy trick. And by the way, there is nothing like trick, because this is nowadays mentioned in NCERT 8th class textbook also. NCERT 8th class textbook, it mentions about this trick at the present day. I don't know whether when you were in 8th class you have studied it or not, but right now, nowadays, 8th class NCERT book mentions this trick. Fine. And now to summarize what we can write, if a number having n at the tens place and its unit place digit is 5, so when I square it, so last two digits are always going to be 25, and the hundreds part will be obtained by multiplying this n with its next consecutive number, that is n plus 1. And that's what we have done in all these questions. So this is the conclusion here. Is it fine? Yes, exactly, Rampukar. This is the only rule for a squaring of a number ending in 5. Not any case. Only in this case. Okay, Prince जी आपका नाम ले. Prince Gupta चाहते हैं कि उनका नाम लिया जाए. Okay, Prince. Fine. Okay, ठीक है, आगे बढ़ते हैं. Okay, along with this, let me ask you a few more questions. Can you quickly answer what would be 95 square? Answer fast. What would be 95 square? Fast, please. Yes, excellent. It's easy thing. So I just need to multiply this 9 with the next number, that is 10. So 9 times 10 is 90 and last two digits 25. So that's our answer. ठीक है ना? And how it is used in questions in exam, in CAT, we are not directly going to get this question, you find square of this number. No, but there will be question in the form of different things. In arithmetic, you are going to find square of numbers. In geometry also, you are going to find square of numbers. You are going to multiply numbers in various cases. So that's how some of the important techniques, if we already familiar with, then we can answer the questions very fast. ठीक है ना? Okay, let's solve few more questions. So this first one we have already done. Now quickly answer me. 95 square you already answered. That is, this is 9025. Okay, answer this one. What about 65 square? Fast, please. Fast, please. What is 65 square? Excellent. This is 6 into 7. That is 42. So 42 followed by 25. Wonderful. What about 105 square? Don't do mistake now. Be careful. 105 square. Excellent. Excellent, Himang. So in this case, the tens place digit is 10. So I need to multiply this 10 with the next number, right? So 10 का next number कौन सा है? 11. So 10 times 11 makes it 110 and followed by 25. So this is the right answer here. ठीक है ना? So don't forget that we need to consider a complete number at the tens place, not only the tens digit, right? Why not Pratyaksha? Arey Pratyaksha, even 80 percentile students take admission somewhere. So don't think that you will be getting the same colleges as 99.99 percentile, but whatever percentile you have got, so you will get a relevant college. ठीक है ना? So be realistic what you have got and what chances you are having. Okay, answer to the next one. Many of you already written that. Excellent. So now this 19 needs to be multiplied with the next number. And what is that next number? That next number is 20, right? So 19 को 20 से multiply करना है. कितना हो जाएगा? 380 followed by 25. So this is the right answer. Excellent. Now this one, this is a real good question. And I can see some of the trials here. 3980025. Rituraj Ranjan, wonderful. Prior to that, some of them had tried, but missed 10. No, Himang, gadbad kar diya. Yes, Abhilipsha, that is perfectly fine. See, now this 10th place number is 199 and it needs to be multiplied with what? 200. So 2 zeros will be there at the end, right? So 199's 2 is 398. So 3980025. This is the right answer. ठीक है? Okay, what about this? 0.85 square. 0.85 square. Now it's very simple thing. We just need to be careful about the decimal part. हम रोड टू बिलियन जीरो तो मैं लगा दूंगा, लेकिन वो मार्क्स पे भी जीरो लगने वाला है ना फिर. मार्क्स भी जीरो मिलने वाला है. So in this case, leave the decimal part. We can put the decimal later. So 85 square, you know, it is 7225, right? 7225. And now because decimal के बाद दो digits से, so when you are squaring it, तो decimal के बाद चार digits होंगे, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, everything will be in decimal. So answer is 0.7225, right? It's 0.7225. ठीक है? Okay. I guess that's why you need to be careful. Don't do any mistake. Okay, before moving to the next method, I'm just asking you one more question. Quickly tell me, what will be 2005 square? Fast pace is very simple. 205 square. Fast, without any mistake of zero. Rituraj is first as always, and correct answer also. Wonderful, Rituraj. Don't copy, huh? Others you have to solve on your own. अंकित टाइपिंग करने में गड़बड़ हो गया शायद. Yes, perfectly fine. Riyanka मिस्टेक कर दिया टाइप करने में, I guess. Himang, perfectly fine. Road to billions, wonderful. Ayushman, excellent. And there are some mistakes in other answers. So it is, we need to multiply this 200 with 201, right? So 201 का double कितना होता है? It's 402. It is to be followed by 00 and then 25. So 4020025. That is the right answer. Yes, you are also correct, Mr. Road to Billions. Catch 25 topper. Okay. Yes, perfectly fine. Avishak, Kanita, Khamer. Good, good. Okay, moving to the next method now. So now this is another important method. Square of numbers near 50. See, we need to know the squares up to 25. I repeat, you need to remember the square of numbers till 25. That is the first requirement. And I hope most of you already know that. Right? Most of you already know that. If you do not, then I again recommend you certain with the what should I say? I should stress this, that you should certainly remember the square of numbers till 25. ठीक है? 25 तक का square मालूम है? सभी को मालूम है? Yes or no? Do you know square of numbers till 25? You have started writing answers to the questions. 25 तक का square आपको सबको मालूम होना चाहिए. ठीक है? Let's write that first. So 1 square is how much? We'll answer these questions later. Right? We'll answer these questions later. First tell me this. जिनको नहीं आता, no problem. Let's revise that. 1 square is 1, of course. Right? 1 square is 1. 2 square is 4. That's simple thing. Ashutosh Mohanty is asking, can I score 95 percentile in CAT if I am very poor in all VA, LR, Quant, LRDI? So Ashutosh, if you will remain very poor in all these, then how is it possible? Right? It's not possible. So you are poor in all these 3 sections, that's okay. But if you try to improve, then you can, certainly. Okay? आगे बढ़ते हैं. 3 square is 9. What is 4 square? 16. 5 square? 25. 6 square? 36. 7 square? 49. 8 square? 64. 9 square? 81. 10 square? 100. Right? Till this, I'm sure all of you certainly know. है ना? आगे देखते हैं, इसके आगे भी हमें याद होनी चाहिए. I'm writing it here only. 11 square. How much is 11 square? Fast pace. How much is 11 square? हाँ, 15 तक के I think easy होंगे. 15 तक most of you might be already familiar. So 11 square is how much? It's 121, right? It's 121. By the way, before I move further, let's understand one thing. This 121. So if I read it from left hand side or if I read it from the right hand side, it looks same, right? So the numbers which read same as forward or backward, they have got a special name. They are called palindromes. Fine? They are called palindromes. The numbers which read same forward as backward, they are called palindromes. Before moving further, can you tell me total how many 2-digit palindrome numbers are there? Yes, answer fast. आगे बाद में चलेंगे आयुष्मान. Wait. Square numbers पे आगे बात करेंगे. First tell me, how many 2-digit palindrome numbers are there? how many two-digit palindrome numbers are there and what are they? Write in comments fast. How many two-digit palindrome numbers are there? Yes, it is 9. And what are those numbers? What are those numbers? I'm asking about the two-digit palindrome numbers, the numbers which read same forward as backward. Yes, exactly, Ayushman, wonderful. It's 11, 22, 33, 44 up to 99, right? So these are the two-digit palindrome numbers, 11, 22 up to 99. So there are 9 two-digit palindrome numbers. Now can you tell me how many three-digit palindrome numbers are there? How many three-digit palindrome numbers are there? For example, 121 is a palindrome number. So total, how many three-digit palindrome numbers are there? Now that will test you actually. How many three-digit palindrome numbers are there? I'm waiting for your answer now. 9 cube is not correct. Tendulkar Sahab. Try to count. What would be the smallest number? 81 is not correct, Himank. No, 81 is not correct. What would be the smallest three-digit palindrome number? No, Rampukar, 81 is not correct. There is some mistake. Recount. What is the smallest three-digit palindrome number? 3 digit का सबसे छोटा palindrome number कौन सा होगा? Yes, it is 101. After that, Anurag, we are looking for exact answer. Approximate तो ठीक है, वो 81 भी approximate ही था. Yes, after that it is 111, and then it is 121, and then it would be 131 up to 191, right? So अगर मैं 100 की सीरीज में देखता हूं, so how many palindrome numbers you are seeing here in the sequence of 100? Yes, Jia, that's correct answer now. That's correct answer now. So 1, 2, 3, so 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 9. So total 10 numbers in the 100 sequence, right? In the sequence of 100, we are having 10 numbers. Same way in the sequence of 200, 200, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, up to 292. Again 10 numbers. In the sequence of 300, again 10 numbers, right? And this 10, 10, 10, it will go how many times? It will go 9 times, right? It will go 9 times. The last sequence would be 909, 919, 929, up to finally 999. So total 90 numbers. Isn't it? Yes, exactly. 10 into 9 combinations. That's perfectly fine. So total 90 such numbers, and to count it easily is not a difficult task. We wanted to have 3-digit palindrome numbers, something like this: A, B, C, right? A, B, A, A, B, A, because first and last digits had to be same. First and last digits had to be same. So I just need to check the values possible for A and B. Now this A, this first digit can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 possible values, and for B it can take any 10 values. That comes out to be 90 numbers. ठीक है ना? So that's how we need to be clever enough. There are no standard formula for everything. There's no set formula for anything, everything. Because CAT is going to test you on your presence of mind, which I said in the beginning also. So if you are ready to think, if you are able to think in the diverse ways, then you can understand the questions, grasp the questions clearly, and then answer them fast. ठीक है ना? Okay, let's continue our counting of the square numbers. So I'm erasing this part. So we have discussed that what are the palindrome numbers. So 11 square was the first, in a way we can say, square number which was palindrome also. Before that we had 2-digit numbers, and single-digit numbers can also be said to be palindromes. Otherwise, among 3-digit numbers, this is the first one which is a square palindrome number. Okay, moving further now. What is 12 square? 12 square, I'm sure most of you are already familiar. It is 144. Right? It is 144. Prince, we just talked about that. Palindrome is the name for the numbers which read same forward as backward. Ulta seedha ek saman. Right? Ulta seedha ek saman. Yes, palindrome, not palindrome. It's palindrome. Anyway, acha, regarding 144, again, there's a very nice story. What story? मतलब a very nice property. See, चलो थोड़ी देर के बाद बात करते हैं. 13 square is 169. 14 square. How much is 14 square? Do you know? It's 196. It is 196. 15 square, 225. 16 square, 256. What is 17 square? Do you know this? How much is 17 square? See, I am writing these squares for you, that you need to remember them. Okay, I already told you, you need to remember the squares up to 25 at least. 25 तक के स्क्वायर आपको याद ही होने चाहिए, because you are going to use them repeatedly. कभी तो स्क्वायर निकालना पड़ेगा, कभी आपको नंबर दिया है, उसको आपको देख के पहचानना होगा कि it is a square number. Fine. So this 17 square is 289. Good. It is 289. Next, what is 18 square? 18 square. So it is 324. 19 square. This is 361. 20 square is easy. That is 400. Fine. Now, do you know what is 21 square? What is 21 square? Practice, Pratik. You remember your name now? How? By repeatedly using it. Right? There was no trick for that. Exactly same way, when you are using the square numbers, then it will become easier for you to remember them. Rampukar, continue, lage raho. Okay, yes, 441 is the right answer. And now comes the important part here. See, 144 को अगर reverse कर दूं, if I reverse the order of the digits here, so 144 will become 441. Yes or no? 441 को reverse करने पे it will become 144. And which was square of 12 square, which was 12 is a reverse of 21. That is a special property here, isn't it? So 12 का उल्टा 21 and 144 का उल्टा 441. ठीक है ना? These are some of the special properties like that. Yes, Pramila. But still, it is better if you remember them. And it is better if you remember them, because to type in the calculator and then solving will take long time if you remember them already, right? If you don't remember, then it's fine. And by the way, this property which we have just discussed about 12 and 21, same thing holds true for 13 as well. Let's see. 13 square is 169. इसको पलट दें, इसको उल्टा कर दें, 31 square. Do you know what is 31 square? 31 square is also reversed of this. That is 961. ठीक है? Now that's your homework to find more such combinations. That's your homework now to find more such combinations. जिसको उल्टा कर देने पे स्क्वायर के डिजिट भी उल्टा हो जाते हैं. Okay, I've given you these two examples, at 12 and 21. So 12 square 144, 21 is 441. Same way 13 square 169, and the reverse 31 square is 961. Is there any app to practice calculations? There are so many, Deepak. There are so many math games like that. Otherwise, just solve questions. That would be better. That would be better. Solve questions, and the questions, whatever calculations are there, try to do those calculations mentally. Anyway, let's move forward. 22 square is how much? 22 square. 22 square. Yes, most of you have already written that. Yes, Rampukar has written, and others also have written earlier. It is 484. And you can locate another palindrome square here, right? It's another palindrome square. So 121 was first palindrome square number, 3 digit, and same way the next one is now 484. Good. Moving further now, 23 square. How much is 23 square? It is 529. Now, as I said, you need to write these numbers and become familiar. As I think Pratik was asking how to remember, the only thing is become familiar by using them. And how will you use them? If you are not getting any questions, at least write numbers, find their squares and be familiar with them. है ना? So 529. 24 square. 24 square. 24 square is 576. ठीक है? 25 square you already knew that it is 625. अच्छा, एक और कर लेते हैं. What is 26 square? 26 square. Now 26 square is a good number. 26 square is again a palindrome square number. It is 676. So this also you must remember, 676. हाँ, याद करने की जरूरत नहीं है रियांका, but yes, in the beginning part it is essential, it is beneficial. You need to become familiar. Yes, 676 is another palindrome square number. Fine. And so एक दो लिख लेते हैं, 30 तक कर लेते हैं. What about 27 square? 27 square is also a good number. What is 27 square? The 27 square is 729. By the way, 729 is again a good number. It's a square number of course, but it is a cube number also. Do you know ये किसका cube है? 729 किस number का cube है? It is cube of 9. Right? It is 9 cube. Okay, before I move further, can you tell me any other number less than 729 जो कि square भी है और cube भी है? Can you tell me any other number less than 729 which is square as well as cube? Other than 1, of course. Other than 1. 1 और 729 के बीच में is there any other number? 625 5 का cube नहीं है AKMG. 5 cube is 125. 81 is not a cube number. I'm looking for a number which is square as well as cube. Excellent, Deepak, excellent. It's 64. Yes, Anurag, 64. 64 is 8 square. और ये किसका cube है? किस number का cube है? It is 4 cube. It is 4 cube. ठीक है? Yes, so 64 is the next number, not 81. 81 is not a square, cube number. 81 is square number, but it is not cube or something. So 4 cube. 8 का cube 256 है, but 8 का cube 256 कब से हुआ रियांका? No. 8 का cube होता है 512. 8 cube is 512. Okay, continue further. So 28 square. 28 square. So 28 square comes out to be 784. Then 29 square, 841. And 30 square, you already know, it is 900. 31 हम पहले लिख चुके हैं, 32 भी लिख लेते हैं, इतना काम किया है तो 32 square is how much? 32 square, do you know? What is 32 square? 32 square is 1024. That's also a good number because 32 is a power of 2 actually. It is 2 raised to power 5. So 32 square means 2 raised to power 10. So when 2 is multiplied itself 10 times total. Fine. So that is 1024. That's also a good number. And just let me write one more number, 33 square. What is 33 square? Now 33 square is also a very good number. It is 1089. And the good thing about this number 1089 is that if you reverse this number, that is 9801. If I reverse this number 9801, this is also a square number. This is also a square number. This is 99 square. So anyway, so we have discussed few of the important properties regarding different squares, and as I suggested earlier, I'm repeating that. So you must become familiar with the square numbers, right? At least till 25 आपको अच्छे से याद होने ही चाहिए, right? And there are many other square numbers also, so they are having a lot of good properties, so you can become familiar with them. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about how to calculate square of numbers. Calculate कैसे करें, right? Calculate कैसे करें square of numbers near 50. तो अगर आपको 25 तक के squares आते हैं, if you know square up to 25, then you can use this method which we are going to discuss. जो 50 से 25 पहले तक, 25 आगे तक, that means 75 तक के आपके सारे squares complete हो जाने वाले हैं. ठीक है? कोई ट्रिक बता दीजिए 25 के बाद याद रखना मुश्किल है. हाँ रियंका, that's what we are going to discuss now. How to remember squares after 25 now. How to calculate that. Yes, that is Vedic mathematics part. Now we are going to discuss. ठीक है? So let's come to this part now. I am clearing the screen now. And okay, so our topic now is how to find square of numbers near 50. Now listen, first I'm going to discuss the formula. What is the formula? What is the method? And then we are going to apply that. ठीक है? Then we are going to apply that. अभी method क्या है? ध्यान से सुनो. If my number is near 50, so when I'm saying near 50, it can be more than 50 or it can be less than 50, right? Whatever be the case. तो अगर ये 50 से x ज्यादा है, 50 plus x, or maybe 50 minus x, whatever is the case, right? Whatever is the case. Yes, it is base 50, you can say row 2 billions. So 50 plus minus x, when I'm squaring this number, so I'm dividing my answer in two parts, right? I'm dividing my answer in two parts, the last two digits and the remaining part, right? We did the similar thing while discussing the previous method also. So I'm dividing my answer in two parts, the last two digits and the hundreds part. Now the last two digits will always be square of x. It will always be obtained by square of x. What was this x? कि number 50 से कितने gap पे है? 50 plus x or 50 minus x. That means whatever is the difference of the number from 50, that is our x, और उसका square कर दूंगा तो I will get my last two digits. ठीक है? So as in this case, can you tell me what will be the last two digits here? In this first case, 51 square. What is the value of x in this case, by the way? What is the value of x here? It is 1, right? It's plus 1. X is plus 1 here. Because this is 50 plus 1. ठीक है ना? So last two digits are going to be 0, 1. Is that clear? I need to put last two digits because of square of this number. It is 0, 1. ठीक है? Okay, let's take another one. In 52 square, what is going to happen? X is plus 2 here. Right? X is plus 2 here. So here last two digits would be 0, 4. Fine. Same way in this case, it would be 0, 9 because my x is plus 3. Fine. And in this case, it is plus 4. So last two digits would be 1, 6 in this case. And same way in case of 57, it would be, let me write here. So that would be plus 7 is the value of x here. So it is going to be 49 in the last two places. And what about this case? What about the last two digits here? See, what is the x here? X is minus 1 this time. Right? This number is 50 minus 1. Right? It is 50 minus 1. So x is minus 1 here, but square करने में तो positive ही हो जाने वाला है ना. So 1 square, that is 0, 1. So last two digits are going to be 0, 1. So that's how we can calculate the last two digit part of our number. Fine. Now what about the remaining part? Let's come back to the method. Let's come back to this method. So last two digits are always going to be obtained by squaring this x square. Now this hundreds part, what it is going to be? It is 25 plus or minus x. So if it was positive, then it would be added. If it was negative, then it would be subtracted. That's it. Right? 25 plus x or 25 minus x, depending upon whether x was positive or negative. Okay. So now let's apply it here. Now tell me in the first case, it's 51 square. So you have already seen that x is plus 1 here. So that was 1 already. Now what about the hundreds part here? It would be 25 plus 1. ठीक है ना? So how much it is going to be? 2601 exactly. So this answer is 2601. Next one, in case of 52 square, how much it will be? In case of 52 square, how much it is going to be? Now x is plus 2. So my hundreds part would be 25 plus 2. See the method there. Yes, it is 2704. Wonderful. Next case now. It's 25 plus 3 this time, right? So 25 plus 3 is 28. Exactly, it is 2809. In the next case, 54 square, it's 25 plus 4. That is 2916. Yes, excellent, excellent. Good. Rituraj, Ayushman, Rampokar, AVI, Pritish, Priyanka, Ria. Excellent. Good work. Next one, 57 square. Quickly answer this one now. How much would this be? Now this time I need to add 7, right? 25 plus 7. Kitna hota hai? It's 3249. Now be careful this last time. 49 square. Sneha method is written on the right hand side of your screen. Just see there. We are just applying that. Yes, that's correct. Now this time in the last case, x is minus 1. So it is going to be 25 minus 1. So answer here is 2401. Perfectly fine, Paritosh, Pritish. Yes, Ayushman, that's correct. Is it clear to everyone? See, right now the differences, the value of x which I had taken was 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 only, but it can be extended also, right? It can be extended also. So before I move to the next slide, let me ask you one or two more questions. Can you answer me what would be the value of 59 square, please? Answer fast. 59 square. Jaldi. Yes, excellent. It is 3481. Now this time x is plus 9, right? This x is plus 9 here. So 25 plus 9 is 34 and 9 square is 81. So 3481 is the right answer. Good. Ek ko bata do. What if it is 61 square? What if it is 61 square? AVI, avi. कहाँ confuse है भाई? 49, 49. अरे minus 1 था ना? X was minus 1 there. So 25 minus 1 is 24. That's it. Now see, the x is 11 here. It's not 1. We need to see the gap from 50. है ना? So it is 50 plus 11. So the value of x here is 11. So 11 square is 121. So that the 100 plus 1 need to be added to the 100s part. That carry we need to take. Right? So now 25 plus 11 is 36 and plus 1 that makes it 37. So 3721 is the right answer. Okay? So don't do this mistake now. It is 3721 because that 1 at the 100s place need to be taken carry. That need to be added to the 100s part. Okay? It's not 3601. 25 plus to 11 kar diya, 1 square is not 1. It's not 1. It's 11 square. ठीक है ना? I hope you are understanding. So our x was 11 here. So 11 square is 121. So last two is the 21 and that 1 at the 100s place need to be added to the 100s part. So 25 plus 11 makes it 36 and this plus 1 also. That is 3721. Okay, one more. 62 square. Answer fast. 62 square. Jaldi. (62 square). Yes, we are repeating this AKM. I am taking another example for that purpose only. Yes, exactly. It is basically a plus b whole square. Exactly, you are correct. Yes, it is 3844. See, my x is plus 12 here. So 12 square is 144. So 44 are the last two places. And the 1 is the 100s part, right? That needs to be added to the 100s number. And how did we get this 100 number? 25 plus x. It is 25 plus 12. 25 plus 12 is how much? 37. And this 1 also needs to be added. That makes it 3844. So this is our answer. ठीक है ना? That's it. This is a simple method. I have already noted down here. So you can write it and that's your take home from this discussion. So then whenever we are to square a number near 50, we can quickly use this, and this is nothing but it is a plus b whole square, your normal algebraic identity only. Okay? There are some more questions to practice. Here they are. Okay, answer this one. 41 square. Now don't do any mistake regarding the value of x. How much is x in this case? Can you tell me? How much is x here? In 41 square, x की वैल्यू कितनी है? कृतिका डिफिकल्ट है नहीं बोलना, बोलना इजी है, इजी है. डिफिकल्ट है बोलने से और मुश्किल हो जाएगा. The value of x here is -9, right? I need to see the difference of this number from 50. Hemang, it is -9, so don't forget that negative sign. So 25 minus 9 is 16, so 16 and 9 square is 81. So 1681 is the right answer. Excellent. It's not 1, Raghavendra. Don't see the unit digit. I need to see the gap from 50. Hai na? So 1681 is the right answer. Ayush, it's not 1601. Okay, next now, 42 square. So what is the value of x here? In this case, x is -8 because I need to see the gap from 50. This is 50 minus 8, hai na? So 25 minus 8 is 17 and 64. 8 square 64. So 1764. Yes, that's perfectly true. Good, Durgesh. Yes, Pritish, that's correct. Good. Avi, excellent. Yes, Raghavendra, this -8 is the value of x here. Okay, in the next one now, 43 square. Do it fast. 43 square. Do it fast without any mistake. Now in 43, x is -7, right? And 25 minus 7 is 18. And 7 square is 49. So it is 1849. Yes, Durgesh, that's true. Good. Ayushman, Rituraj, Pritish, AKM. Excellent. Very good, Prince. Okay, 61 we had already done. That was 25 plus 11, 36 and 1, 37. So 3721. Now 39 square. 39 square. Now this time x is -11, right? So don't forget this negative part. Hemang is Hemang 3744 61 square. No, 61 square is 3721. (39 square). So 11 square 121. So 21, 1 is to be added, and 25 minus 11 is 14. 14 plus 1. 25 minus 11 is 14. 14 plus 1, 15. So it's 15. It's 1521, isn't it? Yes, it is 1521. Right, it's 1521. Yes, Durgesh, that's fine. Priyanka, good. Abhilipsa, there is some mistake. 1481. It's 1521. Okay, this last one here, 38 square. Yes, Rituraj, good. Pritish, nice. So this time x is -12. So 12 square is 144. So 44 and 1 to be added. And 25 minus 12 was 13. 13 plus 1 is 14. So 1444. Now that's also a good number. 144 is also a square number. 4 is also a square number. When they are clubbed together, that is also a square number. Fine. So we have discussed few of the methods. As I mentioned earlier also, there are many methods. There is no limit. There is unlimited. There are unlimited calculation methods. But the point is that you need to use your intelligence faster. That's the only thing, right? You can create your own methods, right? You can create your own methods. As some of you noticed also that this method which we have discussed, they are just based on the basic algebraic identities only, right? Normal a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square, they are based on that only. Now by using them, how we can solve our numbers calculations of multiplication or squaring or whatever things a faster way, that was the whole idea. Okay? So we'll be discussing more and more things or more calculation methods also in the upcoming sessions. So for the time being, so these are the two methods which I wanted to share with you. And now we are going to solve some really good and tricky questions from the complete topic of quant. Okay? Ready? So here is your first question on the screen now. Please try to answer it fast. Okay, I'm reading out the question. Some of you perhaps are unable to read it properly. Let me read. It says, given that a and b are positive integers such that a square b plus ab square plus a plus b is equal to 77, then what is the value of a square plus b square? We need to find the value of a square plus b square. Options are given 25, 32, 29, 41. And a and b are positive integers, that is mentioned. I hope you were able to hear it properly, Raghavendra. Okay, Ayushman has got the answer. Abhi also says something, option C. Okay, Ayushman is also writing option C. Nice. I'm just giving you a few more seconds. Answer fast. Now it's a typical cat-like question. Now cat give you questions like that where there's some algebraic equation, some variables are there, and it's mixed with numbers. So we need to see the property of numbers as well as little bit of algebraical manipulation. Okay, almost every one of you is saying option C, those who have answered. Okay, let's see here. So what is the first step? What is the first step we should start with? What do you suggest? The first step should be to factorize this expression, right? To factorize this expression, to take whatever thing you can take as common, right? To take whatever thing as common as you can take. So in the first two terms, I can take a into b as common part, है ना? So if I take a into b common here, so I will be left with a plus b, fine. And this second term is also a plus b only. So that was equal to 77. Now again I can take a plus b common here. So if I take a plus b common, now I'm going to left with a into b plus 1. This ab plus 1. And that is given equal to 77. But now what? Next what? Right? Now what next? The factorization part again. So this left hand side we have written as the product of two positive integers because a and b both are positive integers. That means this term is a positive integer greater than 1 and this term is also a positive integer greater than 1. यानी कि मुझे 77 को दो factors में break करना है, both of which are more than 1 and there is only one possible option, that is 7 times 11. Right? That is only one possible option. Now I just need to figure out some numbers which satisfy this criteria, right? Which satisfy this criteria. So what numbers can be taken? So that you need to check quickly. And what satisfies is 2 and 5, right? 2 plus 5 is 7 and 2 into 5 is 10 plus 1, 11. That matches, right? So I can break it like this. This is 2 plus 5 and this one will become 2 into 5, 10 plus 1. So that's how we got the value of A and B as 2 and 5. That's it. So our answer is simply 2 square plus 5 square, that is 29. So option C is the right answer. Fine. Okay, moving to the next question now. So here it is on your screen. Okay, again a good question. Now this time it is of permutation and combination, modern maths, PNC. It is going to test you certainly. Now read the question carefully and then answer. If there's any confusion, you can ask me. Let me read the question. As Raghavendra was saying, let me read it for you. For everyone, a CAT aspirant wants to choose some iQUANTA courses out of the few available as given. There are 5 Quant courses, 4 verbal courses, 6 LRDI courses and 5 GK courses. In how many ways can a student pick at least 3 of these courses? Now, courses of the same type are identical. That is a given condition, and 4 options are given there: 1260, 1245, 3 raised to power 20, and none of these. So take your time, think clearly, and answer. Okay, any answer? 1260, Ram Pukar says. Okay. How did you get that answer, Ram Pukar? By the way, check your time. I think you also need to recheck it. Okay, I don't know how many of you have already studied this topic of permutation combination, and because as I mentioned earlier, there are some topics, most of the topics in CAT you find up to 10th standard only, and there are some topics which are beyond 10th standard, and this is one of them, right? This PNC is one of them, because up to 10th level you don't study PNC, or you study PNC to the very less extent, right? So, but now how to solve this question? So, this topic is taught in 11th and 12th classes of mathematics. So, those of you those who have studied PNC may try it, but still it may be a little tricky. Now, let's see how we can solve it. So, it is talking about 5 quant courses. Before starting, let me ask you one thing. If I'm having these 5 quant courses are identical. It is mentioned here, the courses of same type are identical. What do you mean that? That means they are same, right? They are same. So if I'm having, let's say, 5 white balls, I'm just replacing it by white balls, let's say. So there are 5 white balls. Can you tell me how many different ways are there to select some balls out of it? I repeat my question. I understand that. I understand. No problem. Now answer my question. If there are 5 white balls, there are 5 identical balls, right? 5 identical white balls. You have seen so many type of balls. So there are 5 identical white balls. Now tell me, in how many different ways can I select the balls? I can select any number of balls, right? So how many different ways are there of selection? In how many different ways can I select bowls out of the total 5 white bowls. What different selections are possible now? Can you tell me? What is that one way, Ayushman? Ayushman is saying one way. What is that one way? Remember that I didn't say that you have to select only one bowl. You can select any number of bowls. You can select any number of bowls out of this. So total how many ways are there? So Ayushman is writing 1. So which is that one way? Okay, now Ayushman is changing to 5 factorial. That is a misuse. That is misuse of all those things. Why 5 factorial? Himank is writing 25. Why 25? What are those 25 ways, Himank? In between, I can see Amisha and Nancy writing 5 only. How 5 factorial is 120, that I know. But what are those 120 ways? Okay, let me ask Nancy. Nancy, can you tell that how which 5 ways are there? What 5 ways are there? Some of you are writing 5, some are writing 5 factorial, and some are writing 5 power 5 also. एक कहाँ पे कुछ तो लिखा था 5 square 25 लिखा था कुछ ने. Yes, Nancy, how you are saying 5 only? बाकी लोग तो ज्यादा बोल रहे हैं. Amisha, you also mentioned 5 only. What are those 5 ways? What are those 5 ways? एक बोल सेलेक्ट कर लो या 2 बोल सेलेक्ट कर लो या 3 बोल सेलेक्ट कर लो या 4 या 5 या 0 also, right? See, if I select only one bowl, how many ways are there? If I want to select only one bowl, listen carefully. If I want to select only one bowl, एक ही bowl select करनी है. How many ways are there? Yes, if I want to select only one bowl, then how many ways are there? It's only one way, right? Because all the bowls are identical, all the bowls are same. तो पहली वाली bowl select की या दूसरे वाली या तीसरे वाली, चौथे वाली, पांचवी वाली कोई भी कर ली. That's only one way, right? If I need to select only one bowl, there is only one way. Is that clear? Is that clear? There are no two ways. There is only one way. Because I can select any of the 5 white bowls. There are 5 white bowls. You can select any one. Okay, if I want to select 2 bowls, one bowl was to be selected. Now 2 bowls, I want to select 2 bowls. How many ways are there? Again one way, right? Because I can select any 2 bowls because all bowls are same. So it does not matter which bowl has been selected, but only thing matters is how many bowls have been selected, right? So again, one way only. If I want to select 3 bowls, then how many ways are there? Again one way, right? Same way for 4 bowls, one way. Same way for all the 5 bowls, also one way, right? So that's how this girl said 5 ways. But remember, there is one more way of selection, that when no bowl is being selected, that 0 bowl is being selected, that's also one way, right? So total it comes out to be 6 ways. Is that clear? Is that clear? So basically from the 5 quant courses, there are 5 plus 1, 6 ways possible for selection. There are 6 ways possible for selection, right? Which includes that none of the course has been selected, right? Which includes the case when none of the course has been selected. Yes, if we are using that selection also, so including that, there are 6 ways. Same way from 4 verbal courses, can you tell me how many ways of selection are there? Now there are 5, right? 5. That would be multiplied and that will give you total 30 combinations. Further, we have 6 RIDI courses. Yes, that's true now. So that would make it 6 plus 1, total 7 cases. And same way 5 GK courses, that would give you 5 plus 1, 6. So now just multiply that and see how much you are getting. So 6 5s are 30, this is 42. 42 into 30 is 1260. And that's what Ram Pukar mentioned. And that is in the option also. ठीक है ना? By the way, this is not the correct answer. This is not the correct answer. Why? Because there was one condition also. Then in how many ways can a student pick up at least 3 of these courses? Now this condition is also there. But this 1260 combinations they include those ways also when none of the course has been selected. That's why we added 1 in each of the cases, right? So that means from this 1260, I need to subtract some of the cases. So answer is certainly going to be less than 1260. So 1260 is not the answer. 3 power 20 is way much, it's way higher, right? We need to subtract few of the cases. So answer is going to be less than 1260. So option B can be the answer, or maybe none of these, right? Is it okay? Now, which cases need to be subtracted? Can you tell me? The one case when no course has been selected, that's only one way. And another thing, when exactly one course has been selected. So can you tell me how many ways are there to select exactly one course? That one course can be of Quant or Verbal or LRDI or GK. So there are 4 ways possible, right? And also we need to subtract those cases when exactly 2 courses have been selected. Now 2 courses can be what? They can be identical or they can be different, isn't it? If they're identical, so दोनों Quant के हैं या दोनों Verbal के हैं, दोनों LRDI के हैं, दोनों GK के हैं, 4 cases only. Plus, when they are 2 different courses, that will make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 4C2. That is 6 cases. So 10 plus 5, 15. So this 15 cases need to be subtracted from this. So 1260 minus 15 is 1245. So option B is the right answer. Okay? So it was not very easy, I admit that, but it was a good question, and that was a very good concept which you must understand. So if you are having 5 white balls, then there are exactly 6 different ways of selecting the balls, including the 0 ball selection, right? Including the 0 ball selection. Is that clear? Combination with fewer than 3 courses is not 170, it's 15 only, Rampukar. It's 15 only. We have checked that the less than 3 wale I need to subtract, right? So less than 3 courses ka matlab hua 0 course, 1 course or 2 course. If 0 course is being selected, that's a 1 case only. If 1 course is being selected, so 1 course of Quant or Verbal or LRDI or GK, the 4 cases only. And when we are selecting only 2 courses, so those 2 courses may be same. If the 2 courses are of same, then they could be of both of Quant or Verbal or DI or GK, 4 cases. Or if they are different, in that case, out of these 4, they can be of any 2. That makes it 4C2. That is 6 combinations. So total 15 cases are to be subtracted from 1260. So yes, 1245 is the right answer. Fine. So that was just to give you a glimpse that what is the level of CAT, right? What type of questions are asked in CAT? So this question was a good question, and provided you have the basics of this topic right, then this is a very easy question. Otherwise, it is going to be mind-boggling. And as you could see, many of you were misusing PNC also. 5 factorial. Just by saying the 5, here we were saying 5 factorial, 5 square, or whatnot, right? So these were all wrong things. This was not correct. ठीक है? Is that okay? Okay, before I move further, let me ask you one more question. If I say like that see, this is my left hand. Let me draw it. Okay, this is my left hand. Okay. Just practice, Mukhar. You need to practice. You need to understand the basics. You need to understand the basics, and then you need to practice. The first step is to understand the basics. Anyway, to understand the basics, you need to learn. And how to learn? You need to learn from a master. You want to master basics? Learn from master. Those who know the concept. Anyway, so this is my left hand right now. Now, question is that I'm having 3 elastic rings, right? 3 elastic rings. So let's say ring A, ring B, and ring C. These are 3 elastic rings. These are 3 elastic rings. Elastic, why I'm saying elastic? Elastic means now they can be worn in any of the fingers, including thumb, right? Any of the ring can be worn in any of the fingers, including thumb. हाँ, ये glove ही लगेगा ना, मोटा हाथ बना दिया. So these are 3 elastic rings. Now any of the ring can be worn in any of the finger, including thumb, and what else? Okay, and all of these are different rings. They are different rings of different colors, right? Different rings are there. Now question is that in how many ways can I wear these 3 rings in these 5 fingers? In how many ways can I wear these rings in these 5 fingers? What do you answer? What do you say? Ayushman, certainly, but not now. Right now, answer this question. In how many ways can you wear these 3 rings in these 5 fingers? No, Rampuga, it is going to be much more than that. Now, very easy, common, wrong answers are, let me tell you, 3 raised to power 5, 5 raised to power 3, 3 into 5. These are all wrong answers. These are all wrong answers. And by the way, this question is given in NCERT book also of 11th class with the wrong answer. No, 60 is not correct, Anita. How you are getting 60? How you are getting 60? It's much more than that. It's much more than that. It's not 3 into 5. I have already denied that. Okay, let's go one by one. Let's take the first ring, of course. Let's take the first ring. Any of them. Let's say A. So can you tell me how many ways are there for the ring A to be worn? Ring A के पास कितनी ways हैं? Okay, Hemang is thinking definitely 15. Okay, let's go one by one. Let's see. First ring के पास, let's say ring A. I'm taking ring A. So ring A के पास कितनी ways हैं? In how many ways? हाँ, factorial लिखा नहीं क्या मैंने? और factorial लिख देता हूँ. 5 factorial or 3 factorial. These are all wrong. All are wrong. These all are wrong. First ring has 5 ways, right? See, I need to wear all these 3 rings in the 5 fingers. तो बाहर तो फेंकना नहीं है, right? So this is my left hand. So I am taking ring A. So ring A can be worn in the little finger or this ring finger or middle finger or index finger or thumb. Anyway, there are 5 ways, right? The first ring has got 5 ways. There should not be any doubt about that. ठीक है ना? Okay. So let's say I'm not putting it. I'm not wearing it right now, but let me put it here. I've decided that I want to put it in the little finger. Okay, I want to put it in little finger. So there are 5 ways here, right? It can be worn in any of the 5 fingers. So there are 5 ways for that. Okay, so I'm just keeping it here. I'm not just worn it right now. Okay, now what about the ways with the next ring? Let's say ring B now. How many ways are there with ring B? How many ways are there with ring B? Don't reach to the answer fast. Pooja, wait, listen here and try to answer. How many ways are there with ring B now? For ring A, we have decided out of the 5 ways, let me choose that on the little finger I'm going to put it. Now, how many ways are there for ring B? Yes, some of you think 5 again, but it is not 5 again, Himang Ji. It is not 5. It's not 5. It's not 4. See, you are assuming here. See, can I put all the 3 rings into same finger? Why not? Of course, that's why you are saying 5. And AKM and Riyanka and Abilipsa and Amisha writing 4. You are assuming that note. See, these are elastic rings. So in same finger, I can wear any number of rings. In that case, 5 must be right, but it is not. It is not. Why? Order also matters. Order also matters. See, the ring B can be worn in this thumb, right? Can be worn in this index finger or middle finger or ring finger, or in this little finger. It can be worn before the ring A or after the ring A, right? Is that same thing? I'm asking you, is that same thing that ring B is worn in the little finger only, but before the ring A or after the ring A? Is it same thing or different thing? It is different, right? It is different. Yes, Mukhar, that's correct. There are 6 possible ways for the ring B to be worn, right? There are 6 different ways for the ring B to be worn because it can be worn before ring A or after A also. So there are 2 different ways. Okay? So 1 and 1, 2 and 1, 3 and 1, 4 and 1, 5 and 1, 6. Total 6 different ways are there. Okay? So it will be multiplied with this, right? These are to be multiplied. They are not same, right? Because order matters. So now let's assume the ring B has been put here in the same little finger only, and I'm assuming it is put afterward, right? Okay, now can you tell me the number of ways with ring C? Can you tell me with the number of ways with the ring C now? Be careful to answer. How many ways are there to put the ring C now? Remember that order matters. Welcome, Shavik. No, it's not 8, Aditya. Please check carefully. Yes, it is 7. Yes, 7. अरे बाबा ध्यान से देखो ना. See, in this example, I have taken the ring B in this little finger only. So for ring C, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 5, 6, and 7. There are 7 options, right? There are 7 options. अच्छा, by the way, you can think कि B को यहाँ की बजाय क्या पता कहीं और रखते तो अलग हो जाता क्या? ऐसा होता क्या? Let's check. If I put B somewhere else, in place of B here, putting the ring B here, if I put the ring B in some other finger, maybe here, if ring B here, now check for ring C. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So whatever is the case, so ring C is going to have 7 different ways. Fine. So total how many? Yes, it is 210 ways. So this is the right answer. This is the right answer. Okay? So basically this PNC, this topic is all about your understanding. It's not about the formulae. Because formulae are like that only, but everything is wrong here. It is not correct. So the right answer here is 210. Why? Because order of the ring matters here. Right? Order of the ring matters here. So we need to be very, very careful while solving questions, and that's what is expected out of you. Okay? Okay, so let's move to further next questions, and we shall solve some more questions before we end. Ready? So here is the next one. Okay, now this is a geometry one. This is a geometry question now. It's fine, Himank, no problem. प्रतीक कौन पहले है कौन बाद में है वो ऑर्डर फर्क पड़ेगा ना. If I write the two letters AB or BA, is that same thing? A person is having some degree, let's say AB degree, or someone is having BA degree. Is that same thing? No. Order matters. ठीक है ना? Yomi, in that case, all the 3 rings had to be worn in any of the 5 fingers. That was the condition. It was not possible that don't wear any of the rings. We need to put all those 3 rings in the 5 fingers. Now, where we are putting that was our choice, and that the thing we wanted to count. Okay, now solve this geometry question. It's based on trapezium. I hope all of you are familiar with trapezium. Yes, Dhanu, that is the correct answer to the last question. Okay. Random guy, no problem. We will make you rich in geometry. You have reached to the right door. Samyak, I have forgotten geometry. Revise करना पड़ेगा. Okay, 56. Rampuka, but not confirmed. ठीक है, let's solve it together. It says a trapezium ABCD with AB parallel CD. So a trapezium is a quadrilateral that is clearly indicated by the 4 letters here, right? So it is a quadrilateral and with 2 sides as parallel. These opposite sides are parallel. So even if you do not know what is trapezium, still everything is mentioned here, है ना? So AB is parallel CD with AB and CD ratio as 7:3. So the ratio is given 7:3. Okay, so something like this. So AB is the longer side length. So AB and this is CD. Fine. Let me join that. So AB is given parallel to CD and the ratio of these two side lengths is given 7:3. So I don't know their exact length, but the ratio is given. है ना? So let's assume if this length is 7x, then this is 3x. Is it not? That's fine. Okay, Avi is saying 50. Good, let's check. So this is 7x and this is 3x. Fine so far. Now what is given further? E and F are the midpoints of AD and BC. So AD ka midpoint and either BC ka midpoint. So by the way, if I join this, if I join the midpoints here, so I'm sure you are familiar with that. It's a quite familiar diagram that E and F are midpoints. So this line is going to be parallel to both the parallel sides, right? And the height is also going to be divided into half. Do you know how to determine this length? It is going to be simply average of these two values. This length is going to be simply average of these two values. Fine. So how much it is? Tell me. EF kitna aayega? What will be the value of EF? So it is going to be 7 plus 3 by 2. This EF is going to be 7x plus 3x divided by 2, that is 5x. Right? So this length comes out to be 5x. Is it okay so far? That's easy thing, Sapna. That's very easy thing. Okay, let's move further. Now this is 5x. Now it is talking about area of quadrilateral EFCD, that is EFCD. This one is 20 centimeters square. This area is 20 centimeters square. Now, if any of you remember how to calculate area of a trapezium, how to calculate area of a trapezium? Yes, Samyak, that answer is correct. Excellent. How to calculate the area of a trapezium? It's very simple thing. Area of trapezium is given by half into sum of parallel sides into height. So that means in this trapezium, if I see whose area is given already, the sum of parallel sides is known to me, 5 and 3, that is 8, right? And into height is unknown. So let that be h. Okay? So whatever this height is, let's call it h. And as we discussed earlier, because these are midpoints, so this height is same here also. This is also h. Anyway, so for this trapezium here, area is given 20 centimeters square. So let me use the formula here. So this 20 is nothing but half into sum of parallel sides, that is 3 plus 5, 3x plus 5x, into height, which is unknown to me. Okay, so 3 plus 5 is 8, 8 by 2 is 4, so this is 4xh. That is equal to 20, and that gives me the value of x into h, that is 5. Okay, this is one of the deductions we can have from this given information. Now, what is the question? Question is asking find the area of the ABCD. I want to find the area of complete trapezium here. And now it is very easy thing. I can use the same formula again. So the area of ABCD is also a trapezium here. So again same formula, half sum of parallel sides, that is 7x plus 3x, into height. Now height this time is 2h, right? So it comes out to be 10x plus by 2, that is 5x. 5 into 2, this 2 can be cancelled basically. So it is 10xh, and the value of xh we have just calculated here. Just put it back. So we'll get this answer, 10 times 5 it is, right? So 10 times 5 is equal to 50. So 50 centimeter square is the right answer. ठीक है ना? Nice, Samyak. Good. Okay, so this was a very basic question based on the trapezium, and you could have solved it faster, even faster, if you are familiar with little bit of similarity of triangles. Let me mention that also. So see, if I extend this side, both of these sides, let this one also. So this small triangle and this next triangle and this further triangle, all three are similar triangles, yes or no? ये छोटा triangle, ये उससे बड़ा triangle और ये सबसे बड़ा triangle, all these three triangles are similar. Do you agree with this? Can you tell me the reason why they are similar? Why these triangles are similar? Let me call this O. So ODC, OEF and OAB, all three are similar. What is the reason for that? Yes, good, Samyak. You use similarity only. Very nice. What is the reason for that? Because these are parallel lines, right? These are parallel lines. All the angles are same. And those who are familiar with similarity, you know that when the triangles are similar, so their corresponding sides ratio is also something which is opposite to equal angle. So this common angle is angle ki opposite. This is 3x, this is 5x, this is 7x. So the side lengths are in the ratio 3, 5, 7. That is the ratio of these corresponding sides. Now ratio of corresponding areas of the triangle. So this triangle's area, this triangle's area, this triangle's area, that will be in the square of the ratio of corresponding sides. That is 3 square, that is 9, 5 square, that is 25, and 7 square, that is 49. So that will be the ratio of their areas. That means अगर इस triangle का area 9 क्या बोलूं उसको 9k बोल देते हैं. If this area is 9k, then this complete triangle has an area of 25k, which means this quadrilateral will be having area of 25 minus 9, that is 16k, right? And same way this quadrilateral will be having an area of this total 49 minus 25, that is how much? 24k. Anyway, खैर हमें तो पूरे का निकालना है ना. So I want to calculate the value of 49 minus 9, 40k. So 16k is 20. This 16k is given 20, which means 8k is equal to how much? 10. है ना, इसका half कर दिया. और what we need to calculate? I want to calculate the area of this complete trapezium, which is nothing but 49 minus 9, that is 40. So 40k is going to be 5 times of that. This is 50 centimeters square. So using similarity, this question could have become even simpler. Even simpler. Fine. So that was the whole part here. So there can be various, there are various methods to solve a single question. Right? A single question can be solved in various ways. So that's the only thing which is required, which is tested by CAT, that how much present you are at that moment, and don't be distracted by any of the things. Okay, quickly moving to the next question. Here it is. Now this is from Profit and Loss, Dishonest Shopkeeper. Please read it and answer. It's a very easy question. विनीत शर्मा जी को इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज नहीं आती. अरे, the CAT is conducted in language English only, Vineet. इतना तो आना पड़ेगा भाई, है ना? We are not native English speakers. I agree with that, and that may be true for you, and that is true for me also. But the medium of the exam is English only. You know? The medium of study in IIMs and all other MBA colleges is also English only. You know? At least books will be in English only. So don't worry. Wherever there is some problem, you can always ask. Okay, I'm reading out the question for all of you. It says, Akshay is a dishonest shopkeeper. He bought flour at rupees 28 per kg and sold it at rupees 31.5 per kg. He uses a faulty weight machine which measures 25% less weight while selling. instead of its original weight. Find his actual profit percentage. Yes, that's a slightly easier question, and I can see some quick answers by Rituraj and Samyak. Okay, I'm giving you just 1 more minute. Everyone, please read it carefully and try to answer. Okay, Samyak has given a solution. Fine, Ayushman, if it measures less weight, wouldn't we have to put more to get it to 1 kg? Abhi 50%, Himang, random guy A 50%. Okay, let's see here. See, when it says that he uses a faulty weight, what does that mean? The faulty weight, it is clearly mentioned here that which measures 25% less weight while selling instead of its original weight. That means when he says that I am giving you 1 kilogram quantity, let's say 1 kilogram quantity, so the actual weight given to customer is not 1 kilogram. How much it is? It is 25% less than that. Isn't it? That's a simple meaning. यानी कि जब वो 1 किलो सामान दे रहा है, he is weighing 1 kilogram of the goods using this faulty weighing machine. So it doesn't give the complete 1 kilogram quantity. It is giving 25% less. तभी तो फायदा होगा ना, है ना? और 25% लेस का मतलब है उसका कॉस्ट प्राइस इज गेटिंग डिक्रीज बाय सेम 25%. यानी कि अगर वो 1 किलो सामान बेच रहा है, राइट, तो उसका प्राइस 28 रुपीस था, कॉस्ट प्राइस, राइट, कॉस्ट प्राइस मस्ट हैव बीन 28, बट बिकॉज दैट इज बीइंग रिड्यूस्ड बाय 25%, इट इज 25% लेस, तो कॉस्ट प्राइस आल्सो हैज डिक्रीज्ड बाय 28. तो कॉस्ट प्राइस शुड हैव बीन 28, but it is getting decreased by 25%. Can you tell me what would be the new cost price then? What would be the new cost price then? 28 में से 25% यानी कि 1/4 लेस कर दिया. 25% is 1/4, right? So if you subtract 1/4 from 28, 28 का 1/4 कितना होता है by the way? 7, right? So 28 minus 7 is 21. So effectively 21 is his CP. ठीक बात है? 21 is CP, cost price. Now he is selling at what price? He is selling it at 31.5. SP is 31.5. Now to the customer he is not saying, I'm giving you less quantity. To the customer he is saying, I'm giving you 1 kilogram quantity, and for that 1 kilogram quantity he is charging rupees 31.5 per kilogram. Fine. So that's it. So 21 रुपए का सामान he is selling at 31.5. How much rupees profit is there? You can see the difference. So there's a profit of 10.5 rupees. Right? There's a profit of 10.5 rupees. We just need to calculate how much percentage profit is this. So this is a profit, this is a cost price. You know, it is a very simple thing. It is simply half of that. It is 50%. Right? So 10.5 divided by 21 into 100. So that is 50%. Isn't it? That was really an easy question, not difficult at all. ठीक है? Okay, let's move further to the next question. Here it is. Again, it is a good question. Again, from arithmetic part, it's talking about profit sharing. I'm giving you exactly 1 more minute. Answer fast. Okay, let's see that. So it says here, Smith, John and Kevin together started a business with initial investments of 7,500, 8,000 and 9,000 respectively. So there are 3 persons here, Smith, John and Kevin, and their initial investments are 7,500, 8,000 and 9,000 respectively. And after 1 year, Smith, John and Kevin made an additional investment of that much. So x minus 2,000, it is by Smith, respectively it is mentioned here. So Smith, John and Kevin. So Smith ke liye x minus 2,000, for John it is x plus 3,000, and for Kevin it is 2x plus 2,000. Now this investment has been made after 1 hour, right? 1 year. After 1 year, right? So this is after 1 year. This was initial investment, right? So now what further? It says find the profit share of Smith out of the total profit of 7,704 after 2 years. So it's talking about 2 years. So in what ratio are we supposed to share the profit? Himank, that is correct answer. Good. Yes, Samyak, it may appear like that कि नहीं हिला, क्या करें? But it's easy question. It's not difficult, but it's a good question. See, it is asking about after 2 years, whatever profit is there of total 7,704, that is total profit after 2 years. After 2 years. So how to divide the profit among the 3 persons, 3 partners? So what is the method? The method is we need to see that how much amount has been invested for what duration. That total is to be done, right? Now this investment 7,500, for how long it has been invested? For 2 years, right? This investment of 7,500 has been put in the investment, it has been invested for 2 years. But what about this x minus 2,000? It has been invested only for 1 year, right? So the total investment counting would not be only just the sum. This needs to be multiplied with 2 and this with 1. And that is true for all the other 3 partners also. So basically these amounts will be multiplied with 2 because that is being invested for 2 years. So that is the only thing to be done in this question, and rest part is simple. Let's see what happens. So if I add them now, so what is going to happen? This is 15,000 and minus 2, 13,000. This is 13,000 plus x, right? So that is the, in a way, total investment by a person, this Smith. Same way for John, it is 2 into 8, 16, 16 plus 3, 19, so it is 19,000 plus x, because this is invested only for 1 year, and same is the case here also. So this is 18 plus 2, that is 20,000 plus 2x. Is it fine? But now problem is that, as Samyak said, we don't know still the ratios because we do not know the value of x, right? We still do not know the value of x. So we still cannot figure out exactly how much it is. So one way is that we can assume the values, right? Well, one way is that we can assume the values, because if it does not depend on x, तो फिर से फर्क भी क्या पड़ता है ना? If it does not depend on x, then तो फर्क भी क्या पड़ता है? So we can put some value for x. Let x is 0 only. Now, how does it matter, right? Or if you are thinking how we can assume values, bhai, how? Don't assume. So what is the total of all these four values if I add? So 13 plus 19 is 32. 32 and 20 is 52. So this is 52,000. 52,000 plus x plus x, 2x plus 2x, 4x, right? So now out of this 52,000 plus 4x, can you see 13,000 plus x? What is their ratio? How much portion is shared by or taken by this person Smith? It is exactly 1/4, right? This 13,000 plus x is simply 1/4 of this. So that means whatever profit has been earned after 2 years, this person Smith is going to share 1/4 of that, right? Because out of the total ratio, Smith contributes 1/4 part, right? So the profit shared by Smith after 2 years, which was the question here, profit share of Smith out of that total profit after 2 years, it is simply 1/4 of that. So our answer is simply 7704 divided by 4. And 4 ones are 4, remaining is 3, 4 nines are 36, 4 twos are 8, and 4 sixes are 24. So 1926, option C is certainly the right answer. I think Himank already mentioned that. Fine, that was an easy question, not difficult, but yes, because the value of x was not given, that's why it may appear to be troublesome. And also, as Samyak is mentioning, we need to be careful about that a particular investment has been made for how much duration. So this first investment was made for entire duration of 2 years, and this further intermediate investment has been made only for 1 year. So we need to add up all the investments, and then that is going to give us the ratio of the profit sharing. Fine. So quickly I shall move to the one more question before we end. So yes, just by seeing the diagram, just by seeing this information, if you are able to answer, that's your homework question, you can say. Okay? We are only having just last 5 minutes. So take a look and quickly try to answer this question. And I would suggest not to solve it with writing. Just by seeing the numbers, you can estimate. Yes, don't do that mistake, Himank, because it may price very heavily at times. There are many times when options are close. When options are far away, in that case, there is no harm in that. As I'm suggesting also in this question, in this given question, I'm suggesting for that only. But when options are close enough, then it can be risky. Yes, there's a last question for the day, Avi. After that, you are free from my side. I'm just giving you 1 more minute. After that, we shall discuss. Okay. Okay, Samek has got some answer and others. Okay, let's see here. So it's talking about average number of goals scored per match. Goals scored per match by a football player in matches where he was in the team of starting 11 is 1.5. So this is one category of games in which this player is in the top 11 players, right? Then his average is 1.5. And there are other type of games when the average number of goals scored by the player in matches where he came on as a substitute is 0.5. So there are some other matches where he's playing as a substitute player. In that case, his average goal per match is 0.5. ठीक है ना? That's the whole thing. So अगर उसने दोनों एक मैच ही खेले होते, दोनों इक्वल नंबर ऑफ मैचेस खेले होते, तो हर मैच में एक गोल ज्यादा यहाँ पे बना रहा होता, right? Fine. Now it says the player scored 390 goals more in matches where he was in the starting 11 than in the matches in which he came on as a substitute, right? तो substitute वालों के बजाय जिसमें वो top 11 में था, in those matches he has scored 390 more goals, right? He did 390 more goals. So now if he played 388 matches in total, matches 388 ही है, so can you tell me whether he has played equal number of matches of both type, or he has played more number of matches of in which he was in that starting 11? Of course, more in this case, right? We had already discussed that कि अगर दोनों equal matches खेले होते, एक मैच ये वाला खेला है, एक मैच ये वाला खेला है, तो उनका गोल का डिफरेंस क्या बनेगा? 1 goal extra, right? 1 goal extra, 1 goal extra, 1 goal extra. टोटल 388 मैचेस थे, अगर वो आधे इक्वल खेले होते, so in that case 194 matches here, 194 matches here, so the difference of goals would have been 194 only, but it is given the difference of goal is 390, right? The difference of goal is 390. He has scored 390 more goals while playing in the team 11, the starting 11, than as a substitute. That means the number of games played when he was in the starting 11 is much more than the matches when he played as a substitute. Yes or no? That's the first point. Now it's quite obvious. अगर equal matches खेले होते, question is find the average number of goals scored by the player per match. We want to find the average. अगर equal matches खेले होते, so the average would be exactly in between, that is 1, right? 1.5 or 0.5 का average कितना होता है? That is 1, right? Just add them and divide by 2, that's 1. But अगर ये वाले matches ज्यादा हैं, so that means the actual average is going to shift towards 1.5, right? So average is going to be somewhat here. It should be more than 1 and less than 1.5. Let's check the options. 0.571, not possible. 1.533, it was impossible. 1.5 से ज़्यादा तो हो ही नहीं सकता, right? 0.528, again not possible. So answer is, of course, option D. And yes, as Samyak is mentioning, if you calculate, it comes about to be approximately 1.25, approximately. Fine. So that's how this was one of the questions which didn't require to be solved, as I mentioned already in the beginning. So there was no need to solve it. We just need to see what is given, what is being asked. So there are two types of two averages are given of goals per match, and we just need to find the overall average. So answer is going to be certainly between them. So it will be 1 if both are equal number of matches. But as we have just observed from the given information that more matches have been played when he was playing in the starting 11. That means the average must shift toward 1.5, right? So average must be lying between 1 and 1.5, and there is no option which satisfies. So option D is the right answer. Okay? So we shall end for the day, and thank you very much for joining, and I hope you must have got some good insights, and we practiced various things. So we practiced various questions, various topics, different topics of quant. We discussed about geometry also. We discussed about somewhat numbers, equation, factorization, and arithmetic also. That one question on profit and loss, right? And now this one of averages. So various things we discussed, and also we discussed about some of the calculation methods. Fine. So this was one of the practice sessions. So for our upcoming Catch 25 batches. So if you have not yet joined, you can still, you are welcome. And those who have already joined, so have a great journey. Fine. So we shall end it here. Thank you very much. Yes, that's a good question, Pritish. How to calculate exactly? I think I should leave it for you. It's a very easy question. One of the students have already solved that, Samyak. So it's very easy thing. We know that, I'm just giving you one hint here. So if X number of matches are there in which he was part of the starting 11, right? So then how many remaining matches are there in which he was playing as a substitute? Remember, total 388 matches were there. So if X matches have been played here, that means the remaining matches are 388 minus X, isn't it? The remaining matches are 388 minus X. Now these many goals have been scored in these matches and these many goals have been scored in these matches when he played as substitute, and the difference is given equal to 390. So just by solving this one equation, you are going to get the exact number of matches of each kind, and then you can calculate the average. That's it. So it's not very lengthy question, but still it is calculative. But it could be easily avoided as we just discussed. Fine. Okay, Rituraj, thank you. जाने से पहले एक श्लोक सुना दें. So which श्लोक you would like to hear? Okay, I think I have said this श्लोक earlier also. I would repeat that. That's a very nice श्लोक in Bhagavad Gita, specifically for the leaders of the societies, how a leader should behave. So it says, Yat yat acharati shresthaha tat tatev itarah jana sayat pramanam kurute lokah tat anuvartate. So as a leader of society, it's a great responsible job. You need to be a responsible person of the society. So as a responsible person, whatever you speak, whatever way you behave, every common man follows that, right? So and the present scenario, we see that there are so many persons who are acting as the leaders or role models, and they are doing all sort of nasty things online, offline, in the public view also, right? So that's how we see that today's whole society is getting degraded. So it's a great responsibility on every person that be great person, be responsible person, and act responsibly. And that's what is the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. Fine. So we shall end it for the day. Thank you. Thank you very much. I have already answered that, Purvita. Yes, Pratish, that's true. Okay. Fine. So I shall end this live stream now. Thank you. Have a very good night.